Well, I got going, I forget what time it was, but it was in the 5 o'clock hour. And it is dark now, it's so dark. It's finally, I just took off my flashlight, my headlamp, like 5-10 minutes ago. My phone makes it look a lot brighter. But I thought it started looking really pretty. Like before, like where I camped, it was a little bit more green, and now it's a little bit more like, you know, the ponderosa. So I'm descending. I'm not sure if I'll go through pinyon pines again, but that would be nice. I like the way it looks when there's pinyon and juniper. I started out with about 11.5 miles to go to get to Cuba, and so I'm hoping that I'm not there too early. I'd like to get my room and take a shower and then do laundry, but if I have to go do laundry and then take a shower, I guess that's all right too. And I'm looking forward to a restaurant meal. Is that Cuba down there? Could be. Breakfast. Well, I'm in the land of pinyon pines again, which I enjoy. I'm sure junipers will be coming up soon. And look out here. I don't know if I can zoom in. Look at those mountains out there. So, New Mexico. This is really beautiful. Oh my God, it's so cold here in the shade. And it's so cold here that all the big trees are back. I guess it doesn't get enough sun to be like more of the deserty stuff on this side. I wonder if that's Mount Taylor way out there. That guy stopped just to congratulate me for hiking the trail. I was hoping he'd offer a ride. He said he was a campground host at a campground back up the way. Oh well, maybe somebody else will offer me a ride. I accepted a ride. That was worth it. My feet were starting to swell. So he dropped me off at the hotel, but I'm gonna go to the restaurant next door and get some breakfast. They said check-in was at 3, and it's like, I don't know, 10 o'clock. And he said, oh, you can check in now. So this is pretty awesome. I can take a shower. They had a big hiker box. I managed to get a little canister of fuel. Should get me to Grant's maybe. I'll think about it. And quite a bit of food, including some dried mangoes. Yay. So I've laid out my resupply for the next section. It's a little over 100 miles, so about 4 days. But I don't have a dinner for the last day, and I don't have a breakfast for the first day. And I tried to calculate how many calories this is, and I'm sure I'm underestimating, but it's about 2,500 calories a day, but it could be more like 3,000 because some of these things like mangoes, I don't know how many calories are in that, or these gummy bears that I just sort of grabbed a little bit out of a package. And then this is like granola that I mixed with some nuts and put some what's that stuff, breakfast essentials in there. So I'm not sure how many servings I used for each pack. So let's say about 3,000. And this, of course, I'm not going to eat the whole thing. I've had that for the last resupply, and I just munch on it if I feel like it. But that should get me to Grant's. I've been locked out of my hotel. They have a fence all the way around it, and it's locked. And I went to breakfast, come back, and I can't get back in. So I'm not sure what to do. Goodbye, Del Prado Hotel. Well, that was my last attempt to find a small thing of sunscreen instead of like 8 ounces of it or more. I don't need that much. So I'm almost back to the trail. Today's weather report is sunny. I hope that's just Virga, because I think that's where I'm going. Okay, I'm back on trail. Trail is a road. Wow, it's only 107 miles to Grant's by trail, so I guess I'm taking a shortcut. There's the footprints of the guy that I saw at McDonald's yesterday. He was wearing Chaco sandals. There's a lot of other footprints here too. I won't see anybody who's ahead of me for sure, because I don't know, everybody I've met are gigantic men who have very long legs. But I may see some people come up behind me eventually. Almost missed the water source. It was quite a ways off the trail, and you couldn't see it from the trail. But the next one I think is in like 10 miles. I purposefully didn't carry a lot out of town because I didn't want to have to walk on pavement carrying a lot of water weight on my feet. So figure out how to get water out of here. Looks like it's spilling over the side here. Oh, yeah, maybe I can just fill up my bottle right there. Get it from there because even those boards would sink in. My foot sunk in. It got all black mud. And so I found this pipe. I was able to step on the pipe and then just get the water, and the water is crystal clear. Nothing in it. So I was able to just put Aquamira in it and not have to filter it. Alrighty, back to the trail. I got a lot of water. I got about 3 liters of water. The next water is only in like 10 miles. But then the one after that, I think it's only 10 miles. It could be 15. The one after that is in another 15 miles. And the next one that I'm coming to, people said they've had trouble getting the water out, having to jump on the pipe or something. I don't know. So I figure I'll get the good water that's easy to get and just suffer and carry all this weight. Okay, back to the trail. There's so many flowers. It's really pretty. Look at these tiny little bunches. There's like a hole. This is really cool, hiking up here, following these cairns. Wow, this is really beautiful. There's the mountains I came out of, and there's Cuba way out there. I think I'm about to get rained on, and I think I saw lightning just a second ago. It's a weird cloud. I think the trail is taking me off this mesa, off this cliff. Should be interesting. Hope it's not too terrifying. Looks like a trail. Yeah, looks like a decent trail. Well, it's quite an engineering marvel. There are all these little stairs that they've built. And in some cases, they've actually carved stairs into large rocks. It's still kind of a difficult trail. Wow, look at this view. There's some steps carved in the rock. It's difficult. This trail is really difficult. I'm really weak. So, is that petrified wood? Boy, I'm glad it's not raining. This trail would be really awful. Sticky, slippery. I'd fall right off the side. There's a red truck up there. I feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere. Wow, this is really cool. Here's the spring. Some water in there. Oh my God, this has been the hardest day. The trail goes straight up and then it goes over and it goes straight down to the bottom again. And then it goes straight up another one of the, I'm moving at like probably a half a mile an hour. Well, it started to rain and it just slowed down. But, oh, look over there. Could start up again. Seem to be getting closer to where I've seen all the rain all day long today. It's going back down, but a lot more gently than before. And I don't see any more big cliffs to climb, so that's good news. It's getting pretty close to time to find a place to camp, and it's looking more promising as far as having dirt I can stick stakes into. So try to give it another half hour or so, maybe. Hopefully find something good. This is a nice campsite. I'm really tempted. Let me see what's ahead. Well, it looks like there's lots of camping coming up, so the sun is still really high. I'm gonna see if I can put in a little bit more than usual. get there a little later. I think by not being, you know, in a canyon or behind a big mountain, maybe I'll get a little bit more daylight. I feel like I'm pushing my luck with the weather. I feel a little sprinkle every once in a while, but so far I'm not right under it yet. Well, here's my campsite. It's pretty nice. It's right on this edge of this, well, not quite on the edge, but a little bit back from the trail, near the edge of this mesa. And look at the sky. Okay, I'm hungry. Time to eat.